And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
From the 24, Wentz. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Wentz going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage.
The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. In trouble, and the ball's out. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go. Let's go.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10.
Right at the 50-yard line.
On the draw, it's Gibson.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. A give running right, Gibson.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Wentz now on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. From the 24, Wentz. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Wentz to throw again.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin as the first half is winding down.
And Washington has once again taken the lead.
So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, They get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation. We're trying to get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll make this a 6-point game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Charger drive about to get going as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So we've reached halftime. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. Second half starts with a run by Gibson.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Winston's throw complete there to Thomas.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Wentz. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
Well, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
On play action, it's Wentz. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It's Christian Covington who notches the sack there.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that
They're looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick, and he'll take this back down inside the 20. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to do.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead is back down to 3 here at 16-13. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Not
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On play action, Wentz. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 1st down, Wentz. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Very good as a rookie. Terry McLaurin was even better in 2020. 87 catches for over 1,100 yards. He is definitely wide receiver 1.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands? And off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Now Wentz, I think this is going to be a free play. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
But they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Gerald Everett, 37 yards. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Throw right side taken in by Gibson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away, trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now Wentz on third down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. There he goes left side. The 30. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will make this a 4-point game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now Wentz to try again after the pick 6. That's out to the flat for Gibson. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Meanwhile, Wentz's throw taken in by Samuel.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
Here's Gibson on the read option.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Gets this to Gibson.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Back to throw, Wentz.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
They'll run with Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker.
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And he finds McLaurin. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Let's go.
4th down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I looked down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. To throw is Wentz. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it ends with what most likely will be the game-winning touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
DeAndre Carter returning it.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for Washington,
it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.